Good afternoon, everyone, and good afternoon, Prinhound Croizo. Welcome back to the channel. Here we are once again on Puzzle Combat, which has sort of become my main game for now. As you can see, my alliance is facing off against another 12-star rare Titan, War Machine, sorry, as they should be called in this game, Cyber Saber. Bonus chance of disappointment, etc., etc. I'm not going to be doing a video about that because I've already done. I recently did a video about hitting War Machines. I don't post links. I'm afraid I'm a bit lazy like that. I'm not very technically minded, so I haven't done any of these things. Anyway, never mind. So what am I going to do today? Well, I was feeling a little bit fruity, as I tend to do, particularly on a Monday. And I thought I would do a video about raiding, specifically kind of a bit of a raiding masterclass, just to sort of go through some of the details of raiding. So here we are. This is me. You can see my defense team here. Largely 5 stars, reasonable sort of range of weapons and whatever else. I have got some better weapons to come in, so it's worth checking your team once in a while. I do have a purple 5-star gun. I do, so she could have that, which will mean she's a bit more powered up. So there we are, straight away. You see, it's worth checking your raid team once in a while, your defense team even, because they don't automatically get upgraded. Your heroes, you might, but your weapons don't sort of upgrade automatically. I don't think. Oh no, I do have a green 5-star gun. I didn't even think I had one of them. Anyway, so it's worth checking once in a while because I had completely forgotten to check my defense team. And it does mean you can use these more powerful weapons if you have them. It's worth sort of just keeping an eye on that. So that's my defense team. I am going to look for an opponent, and then we'll talk about what I find works for winning and sort of general team strategies and whatever else. Now, currently, I am fairly low down, mainly because I haven't been doing raids. I sort of periodically have a bit of basically I've had a busy couple of days, so I haven't been doing the raids. I've been doing sort of farming on automatic, and there was the event at the weekend, which took up a reasonable amount of my time. Came in second on rare and 40th on epic, so I was pretty pleased with it, considering it was all a bit of a rush job in a lot of ways. So anyway, here we are. This is the team I'm going to go for. Now, generally speaking, most of your early tiles will hit the tank. The tank is the middle hero in this case. In every case, the tank is the middle hero. So it's the yellow hero that is going to take the most damage. So I'm going to go with 3 purple heroes to take them on. Now, you'll see my team power is higher than theirs. Mine is 3988. Theirs is 3766. Team power is not as important in terms of how many trophies and things you win as how many trophies this guy has. So Forklift Jedi Master has got 1,851 trophies. Because they have more trophies than me, you can see at the bottom there it shows that I will gain more trophies by beating them than I would lose if I lost to them. My advice is if you're trying to climb the tables and try and sort of climb up fairly quickly, it's worth worth attacking teams that have got more trophies than you. You have more to gain and less to lose. This guy's obviously got some very good weapons, hasn't he? Very good weapons. Look at that. All max level 5-star. All weapons are better than mine. Anyway, there we go. So let's go for the hit. Level 36. They're obviously less. Haven't been playing as long as me and whatever else have you. None of that actually matters all that much. So the main thing really, like I say, is the content of your team and the breakdown of the heroes you're going to use. Now you can see there that by using that the 3 purple heroes, the yellow tank got killed off fairly quickly and straightforwardly. This is a lovely screen for me, so it's not. It's shaping up to be a nice, comfortable win. Some of their heroes there, they got some not quite good heroes. I mean, mainly 4 stars. Talia, is a very useful debuffer. I use Talia quite a bit. This guy's Edge with the knives. I think he's dead. Too late. Didn't get a chance to check. He's all right as well. They're reasonably. For a 4-star team, they're reasonably strong. But obviously, I've got a load of 5-star heroes. Plus, their heroes had largely got what do we call it? Emblems on them. So emblems do make heroes stronger and can mean your heroes upgraded. But again, on that one, to be fair, the board was beautiful. So the beautiful board, beautiful. Now I tend to run with a team stacked 3-1-1, which means 3 of one color, in this case purple, and one of two other colours. You can do it in lots of different varieties, but it's definitely, I would always recommend taking at least two heroes of the opposite colour to the enemy's tank. Remembering that the tank is the middle hero, and in this case it is a blue one. So I'm going to take 3 greens to hit this one. It means that if you can beat the tank fairly quickly, it often means you can then sort of, you create a gap into which you can ghost tiles, and I'll talk about that in a moment, what ghosting tiles means. Some people may already know, so apologies if I'm saying something you already know. So you'll see now that there is a big hole in the middle of their team. If I send coloured tiles down that hole, somehow that sounds rude, I'm not even sure why. If I do, then they generate more charge from my heroes. So it's quite a useful way to get my heroes' special skills charged up so that they are ready to fight at the earliest possible moment, I guess. And they fire off their special skills. And special skills are far more important in raids than, I would say, almost anywhere else. Raids are a very sort of... because you can't take battle items, you have to be sort of... They're a fairly cerebral event, I always think. The other thing is you can't just hit auto and just hope it comes out okay, so you just have to do your best. And recently, because I've been busy, that's why I'm particularly sort of behind on raids at the moment. That said, they are a very useful way to score... oh, that's annoying. To score... to earn food. That you'll see here, the mana charge will go up quite dramatically from ghosting those tiles that went down the middle. They're good useful source of food, iron, and also recruits. So if you're short on any of those, it's a good way to earn them. But well, I say earn them, to take them from other people. Try and target enemy heroes wisely with your special skills. So think about who is most in need. Like for example, here, firstly I'll do Crockett, who boosts all of my guys. So boost first. I will set the healing go in there from Throttle, and I'm going to target the target Mirage here. Now you can see that this hero here is nearly dead, Gazelle, but I will hopefully Thrasher, who does damage to people either side of the target, should hopefully kill one of them and significantly damage the other. There we are. So think about which heroes you're going to use where, and that does depend on special skills. As far as enemy heroes are concerned, generally it is better if you can kill them outright than own all of them. Certainly I tend to use the snipers type heroes a lot more on raids than I do on other events. So you can, well, I say that I've got 2 snipers in my team and 1 sort of close to sniper. So I do tend to use them more on these things. Now Throttle here is really useful because Throttle removes status ailments, so you can see Mirage had made it so my guys couldn't actually fight back, and Throttle did away with that really quickly. I may as well I'm just going to finish Throttle off here. It's probably a bit of a waste of a special skill that, but sorry, Mirage off even. Get finished off. So think about who you're targeting. Always aim for finishing heroes if you can. A dead hero is not going to keep on hitting you or get significantly more health back in general. Well, they can be revived. There are heroes that revive others. I don't know if we'll run into any of them for now. Xenia is the first one, and then there is one of the mechanoid heroes, the yellow one, whose name eludes me at the moment, so I'm sorry about that. So there we are, that's 2 teams down, and then I can see, now I'll go for the same defence team here. A similar sort of thing, I'm stronger than them, but they have more trophies than me, so my team power and whatever is not really relevant. I said that my team power is stronger than them, my team power is the same as theirs, more or less, 1 point in it. But you can see that they're using, they've got 2 4-stars with loads of emblems on, whereas I've got 4 5-stars and 1 4-star. So, but to be honest with you, team power isn't as important, generally speaking, as things like the board, how you play it, and how you set up your special skills and whatever else. I mean, on this one, you can see that the board has been very generous to me to begin with, to the point that, you know, I should safely have killed half of their team before I even go off. Ooh, they evaded. I don't like evade. Well, obviously I like it when it's my guys evading it, but when it's the enemy evading it, it's a bit rude. I always think they should stand there and take my hits like a man, or I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going with that. Right, there we go. Let's just knock this yellow fella down. Hopefully that... Oh, no, I thought I'd kill Foxtrot. Didn't manage it. Foxtrot, one of the event heroes that I do have. I'm not overly... Well, I've got a few event heroes, but not a huge amount. Stone there. And then Mirage. Mirage is an excellent hero because, as you can see, her special skill stops me from casting my special skills, which is just rude. And I don't have Mirage, so she's a very, very useful hero. Really can make a difference on raids. Definitely a really useful raiding hero. And I get ready to cast my specials again, but she's all right, she's dead. Anyway, so there we are. So that was another one, just breaking down the attacks to knock down various enemies. Like I say, working in order. Who've we got? I'm going to re-roll this because I may as well just go for somebody with more trophies. So most of the time, if I'm re-rolling, at the moment, I'm basing it on the number of trophies they've got. So Brett Vion of Happy Hunting, going to change back to my purple team. So that means bringing back in these two guys. There's lots of heroes I could choose from. It's sort of, there's no particular reason to go. I generally go with the two, with anyone who's sort of particularly strong. I've gone with Ryoko. I could have gone with a couple of the other purple heroes I've got. They've got some emblemed up 5 stars who are going to be pretty tough. Pretty good guns. You know, it's going to be this one's going to be pretty tough. Same sort of thing. As you can see, most of the tiles are hitting the tank. I kept hoping there for some purple tiles to hit the tank with, but they were not falling on it. This is Jocasta, who's a particularly good healer, although she is now dead, which is quite helpful. They also have El Coyote, the El Mariachi type guy, obviously trademark, etc., etc., who is, again, quite a good healer. So they've got a couple of strong healers on this team I'm facing. Killing healers first is quite sensible. Normally, though, as I say, most of your tiles are going to hit the tank, so it tends to be the tank that gets killed first, no matter how you play the boards. And there we are, tank is dead. Let's see, so special skill-wise, I go with my critical chance up first, then my 2 heroes who are doing attack-based skills. I may as well blow this yellow grenade and see what happens. Try not, generally speaking, on raids, 5 in a rows and grenades and cascades and whatever else you want to call them, combos, not always that good news, because what can happen is you can feed the enemy a load of mana. So all these blue tiles, as you'll see here, are just charging up their mana, gets their attacks ready to mess me up. So that's it. So I've lost my first hero there. It's my first casualty so far in any of my raids. Yeah, so it can be quite dangerous to get them with 5 in a rows if those are not on colour ones, which are going to do a significant amount of damage to them. Oh, I've got 2 heroes dead. Not sure what happened there. Wasn't paying close enough attention, obviously. Then we've got, right, let's see, they can go. Bum, 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 bum. Thrasher next. Probably going to try... Oh, Jewel's already dead, so I don't need to target Jewel. And I don't actually need to target the enemy hero when they're the only one left standing. I'm not sure what that one's name is. So, you know, much closer raid, this one. Sort of less of my guys still alive at the end of it, which is never a good sign. Obviously, the more people you have alive, the more the sort of bigger the win. There we go, and we're going to go. Let's do one more raid, I think. Not going to raid that one because, again, less trophies to be won. This is the first team I've come across with Cassina. Now, Cassina is a nasty hero to face off against. To face off against her, I will be bringing in one of my blue heroes just because I'd rather have blue tiles doing a bit more damage to her. Although I'm still going to stick with 2 greens. So I've got 3 kind of hits, almost snipers, and 2, a healer and a booster. This is quite a strong team. This is by no means going to be an easy victory or whatever else. It might be my first defeat. It depends. Again, it's going to largely come down to the board, I think, for this one. Plenty of tiles. You can see, again, the strategy of using the greens. You can see the extra damage they're doing there. Now, because Cassina will bring everyone back to life, she is going to be my next target straight away. So I want to try and make sure she doesn't bring anybody else back to life, because once they're dead, I want them to stay that way. I'm selfish like that. And this is a general rule. Anybody who brings other heroes back to life should be somebody you want to get killed as quickly as possible, because you don't want to end up having to kill heroes over and over again, particularly whilst yours are dying in the meantime. So I'm not too worried about the other attacks I missed, which is annoying. I could do with, you can see that Senior is getting closer now to having her special skill ready. Message complete. I'll answer that later. Right, there we are. So you can see Cassini is about to go off, which is quite worrisome, really. I'm just not managing to hit her with any tiles. Oh, there we are. Finally got some. Right, hopefully now should be enough to make sure she's dead. I know I've just killed the other guy, but the last thing I want her to have happen is for her to what do you call it? To go off and bring back a load of people who I've very carefully killed. There we go. Bum, bum, bum. One of mine dodged, so that was nice. Goldman, not a great hero, Goldman. I can't remember if he's a hero of the month or if he's just a random one. I certainly don't see very much of him. This guy, again, I'm not sure Minamoto, whether he's a hero of the month or not. I've lost track a little bit of where some of the heroes come from. Should now sort of safely be a win. I don't think he can kill all of mine, especially given that I've got two healers left to bring my team back to life. Generally speaking, I would say on raids, you do want to have a healer if you can muster one up. And they're a healer, a booster, a sniper, I would say. And normally I take between 2 and 3 snipers. So up into Diamond, it's relatively new raid season, so that's not too bad. Global rank 1,132. I will probably make that one. I could have gone with that one because that would have been fairly easy to win. Now, this person, in my opinion, has made a bit of a mistake. Can anybody tell me what mistake they've made? So the mistake that they've made is that they've put 2 greens next to each other. So a green tank, damage, nothing that exciting. So the green tank next to a green hero means that by colour stacking against green, I will be wounding the green tank there, Harawari and Emma. I think it's probably Hairwear, but the 2 of them will take more damage from all of my red tiles. Now, it doesn't mean I'm going to win, because I could still have an awful board and it could still go disastrously wrong. And certainly there's no red tiles on there, or none in the right place anyway. There we are, they're sort of dropping in. So you'll see these ones do quite a lot of damage to Hairwear. He's dead. And now I also will find my red tiles do a lot of damage to Emma. Emma's a very good hero again. I don't really know much about Hairwear, to be fair, but Emma's a very good hero. But she is now going to be quite vulnerable because all of my red tiles will do an extra load of damage to her. There we are. So that's the 2. So you can sort of see there that even without doing too much, I managed to kill off 2 of their heroes, just relying on a bit of luck and some reasonable tiles. Can't even say this has been a sort of excellent board. It's been an okay board. There we are. There's a couple more. This is where you see what's the name? Blunderbuss kicking in. Blunderbuss means that my tiles can do an extra load of damage. Doesn't always work because sometimes she'll make them miss, which is the downside of Blunderbuss. But better, I find on a lot of raids works reasonably well. Always work, but does often work reasonably well. And that just leaves me versus Jocasta, which, although it will be a bit of a pain, should be a relatively straightforward win, really, now. She is a good healer, but she's not going to be able to keep herself alive with all of my team hitting her. Anyway, so at the end of this raid, I will finish the video because I think, I've waffled on for long enough. I hope that there was something useful in here. I mean, a lot of it is tips as I go and sort of general strategies. Like I say, colour stacking, choose your targets, ghost your tiles into void spaces to get extra charge. Make sure you're killing heroes, not just wounding them. If they're very close to dead, finish them off. Don't leave them alive to get healed or anything else, or to hit you back Simple as that. You know, they're much better. Enemy heroes are better off being killed. As a rule, see if I'd end up with my 3-star gun, nothing very exciting there. Yeah, and I hope that there is something useful in all of my advice there. If there are any questions, of course, please do put them in the comments. I know I haven't replied to the comments for a little while. I do always try and catch up with them, but I'm afraid sometimes I do get sidetracked with real life issues and so on and so forth. So yes, please do feel free to like, share, comment, and etc. etc. Please remember to like and subscribe. Tell your friends, your enemies, your neighbours, people you meet on the train, anything like that. And it just remains for me to say, may death come swiftly to your enemies. Take care of yourselves. All the best. Farmer Ben saying goodbye. Hoilvar. Except I'm going to have to do it again. Hoilvar.